Blood Queen. This fight is a bit of a race. This is a 2-tank fight. Queen will put a debuff on the main tank called Blood Mirror, which will cause the closest target to take all of their damage, and they will take that target's damage. Everyone except for the tanks needs to make sure they are spread out enough so they do not take extra AoE raid damage. Healers in the middle, ranged on both sides, and melee behind the boss spread out. In the beginning, the boss will use an ability called Vampiric Bite on the player who is third on threat. It will do damage and add a debuff called Essence of the Blood Queen. This debuff increases damage by 100% and your attacks will heal you for 10% of the damage you do. Your attacks also cause no threat. You should prioritize high DPS players to get the first bite. When this debuff wears off, you will be turned into a vampire and need to bite someone to prevent yourself from becoming mind controlled. Your bars will change and you will have one option, which is Vampiric Bite, and you just target your assigned player and use it, then go back to doing whatever your role is. You must bite someone who is not already bitten or else it won't work. This debuff will stay on you until the boss is dead, requiring you to bite someone new every time it wears off. The Queen will use 3 abilities throughout the fight. The first one is called Pact of the Dark Fallen, which will cause 2 players to be linked together with a red beam. While linked, they take increasing shadow damage until they stand within 5 yards of each other to remove the link, so run to each other fast and then get back to your spot. The second ability is called Swarming Shadows, which will cause a purple flame to spawn where you are standing and does heavy shadow damage. This can kill you, so you need to run to the wall and then run against the wall to the back of the room. This will cause the fire trail left behind to be out of the way instead of in the middle of your raid. You can remove the debuff with Ice Block, Divine Protection, and other methods. The third ability she uses is called Twilight Blood Bolt, which will do damage to the raid target and any players near them. Lastly, the Queen will run to the center of the room and fear everyone, then fly into the air. You should use Shaman Tremor Totems to remove this fear and Priest Mass Dispel. Once you are no longer feared, spread out again so that you don't take extra AoE damage because she will use an ability called Blood Bolt Whirl. This is the same thing as Twilight Blood Bolt, but will hit the whole raid rather than one target. After she lands, resume killing her as before. The best time to use Bloodlust in this fight is after 4 bites are out. She should be around 40% health, and 4 bitten targets will do enough damage to finish her off. Make sure you practice social distancing from each other, react accordingly to the flames and beams, and get those bites out, and the loot will be yours.